evening, Tiny Truckers, and welcome back to True North Garage Talk with myself and Mr. Adam here.
Hey, everybody.
I hope everybody is having a fantastic start to the season. We've had some gorgeous weather so far.
Oh, it's been great. We've got some fun stuff we're looking forward to coming up to as well, I think the sun is only going to help us get our arses out there a little bit more.
Well, we did a trail out London Way not too long ago and had some fun, but it was a little wet. We're looking forward to going back there again.
They had a really cool trail system there, right?
They put some work into it.
They put some serious work into it. They got a nice little stream there and a nice walking trail and some rocky area. It was a really good one.
Speaking of some wicked work into some trucks here, we've got a couple of GCM Cmax2s here.
Yes.
These are such fun trucks to drive. We started out playing around with these with Chris from GCM, and we came together and did his first RTR release.
We did.
The True North Edition Cmax2, which is very similar to this. This was kind of hidden number 6 that we've had some fun with. We're going to talk a little bit about these trucks. We've got this one here, and then we've got one here that Adam put together. We'll let you tell you a little bit about that one.
Absolutely. So like Chad said, chassis on this truck is the GCM Cmax2 chassis. I went with the GCM. Chris is going to have to forgive me. I can't remember the name of these wheels, but it's the black version of the GCM. I can't remember
the newer ones he did.
The newer ones, which I really liked. I've got the Wrangler. What are these? The MTR tires, the 1.9s on it.
Same ones I've got on this one.
Same ones you got on that one. Absolutely. I haven't even put a battery in this truck yet, believe it or not. This weekend coming up is going to be the first run for it. So, I've put it on the floor and tested it, but it should be fun. So I wanted to do kind of a shelf queen mall crawler, and me and Chad were sitting around one day, and I said, hey, wouldn't it be funny to have a beach truck? And lo and behold, this is what we wound up with. So we had our good friend Shane, Shiny Shane, did a nice teal paint job on it. Really hard to see in the camera, but it's got a really nice fleck to it. And 2-door. I guess they're kind of like the Brute Jeep. We've got
the long box Brute.
Yeah, the long box Brute.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a few details on it. You might not be able to pick up on the camera, but all of the decal work we did here at True North. We've got the True North badge package on it. We did a True North wood bed liner, which I'll show in a video a little bit later, but we have a full wood bed liners for the Jeeps, the Chevys, everything you can imagine. Interior on this one's decked right out. We'll do some close-up videos on that, but I've done everything from floor carpeting to headliners to 3D printed some sandals and all kinds of cool stuff.
It's one of those ones that you have to really see up close.
It is, yeah.
I mean, the actual surfboards look like little wooden surfboards.
Yep.
One of them has a shark bite taken out of it. That's a little hard to see on camera, but he'll get some close-up shots of that.
Absolutely. Lots of little details. In the back here, it's hard to see, but I 3D designed and printed outdoor beach speakers, right?
I actually have 1 centimeter speakers.
I know, and that's what we're doing next.
We have to make those work.
We'll make them function.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that this is missing, and what I would like to see is, and I do have another body coming, so
how about a driver?
Well, I'm working on that, but I need a particular driver. I really want a bikini-clad girl.
I think I found you one. I'll show you later.
That'll be good. The other thing I want to do is, and I won't do it to this body, it's the next body, is the only criticism I have is they need opening hoods.
Yes, so, we talked about that. We have a really cool 4-liter Jeep engine that we can detail out and print up. So we're going to work on one of these trucks either over this winter or before, and we're actually going to get these things open with a scale engine in it.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Cmax2 has the LRT scale transmission in it, which gives you every option to put a very cool motor under the hood of this Jeep.
Absolutely.
So with all the detail that are on these bodies, the opening doors, all that other stuff, it's the only thing these things are lacking now is a scale motor under it. And then it'll take them to a whole new atmosphere.
Exactly. I think the other thing is with the next one we got coming is we're going to try to do a drop bed in it as well. Because if you look, especially on the GCM Cmax2 chassis with the flat rails, there is almost an inch worth of drop. So I think we'll wind up cutting the bed out and doing a full drop on it, which means we can probably tinker around with the tailgate as well.
Yes. That would be another cool feature.
Wouldn't it?
Wouldn't be hard to make it happen.
But they're fun. Electronic wise, I just went really, really basic. I got a 1080 and I've got a Reedy 5-pole 20 turn, and I believe I put a 10-tooth pinion on it. So it's not going to be fast, but It's too pretty to be fast, anyways.
I think that setup is in almost every Cmax2 that we've seen, anyways.
Yeah.
Other than the fluctuation of turns of the motors, it's all the same setup.
Yeah.
Very basic, very bulletproof. It makes these trucks really fun to drive. We've had these things everywhere. Actually, a good friend of ours, Chris Rappel, Scaletown. Make sure you check him out on YouTube as well. He got number 2 of
He
the
did, yes.
limited edition RTRs. This man has kicked the crap out of that truck, and it has just kept coming back for more. So make sure you go to his page and check out
Watch him
his videos.
scale through the mountains in BC.
Yes,
literally.
Jealous, so jealous.
So talk a little bit about this one. I know the bodies and the chassis are the same, but if you see these up close, we both have two distinctly different build categories going on here.
Well, when Chris and I had talked about the RTR process, we were looking at the body options, and at that time, this one wasn't popular. Like, nobody had really seen it yet.
Yep.
Kind of like the Gladiator that's come out, and right away, Chris was, I love it, and so did I. So we kind of had some fun with it. He built an absolutely amazing chassis. I mean, honestly, such an easy kit to build.
Yep.
The instructions are so easy to follow. I mean, the lots of pictures in the instructions, exact measurements for your links. You can't really mess it up. Also on his Patreon site, he has all of the files available to you for like $7 a month, I think it is. It's really cheap. So you can 3D print everything. He's got skid plates. He's got body mounts for the Jeeps, for the Chevys. And it's sleek. There's nothing to get hung up on when you're
inner fenders for the front, inner fenders for the back. Like, it's a complete bolt on it. I think the one cool thing that we both omitted to mention is the front and back bumpers too. So,
yes,
you know, these are, if I'm not mistaken, they're milled from a solid piece of billet or aluminum. One piece bumpers that are designed specifically for these Jeeps,
and they're set up for a trailer hitch.
Right, set up for a trailer hitch. They mount absolutely fantastic, and it is a firm mount. Like you're solid steel on solid steel, no bending, no play.
All you have to do to take the body off is that.
A couple of quick clicks,
and it's done. So then it's back on.
Super simple, super easy. So
it's probably one of my most, actually every truck I have that's from GCM, I have an amazing time trailing. I mean, I've got my skeleton in the background that's going to be behind this this weekend when we head up to Berkeley.
Yep.
So
and the skeleton was the one we were obsessed with the most until we came into these chassis, and it's like, wow. You know, and what's great about these is, you know, you can build a really beautiful scale rig. But you can also at the same time have a very capable rig. And that's one thing where a lot of chassis really lack is you typically have to build for one or the other most of the time.
Exactly.
And with this platform and this chassis, I'll tell you, the sky's the limit. I've seen some of the side hilling in that you get out of these, and it's just incredible.
Well, so you look at Dana Clark's Chevy.
Yes.
That Shane painted. That thing has got to be one of the most scale trucks I've ever seen.
Yes.
It is absolutely gorgeous. But sitting on this chassis, not only is it a super scale build, but it's drivable.
It is.
Like you can drive that and not wreck the paint if you don't want to. I mean, like you can be very, very careful and still have a lot of fun with, you know, something crazy like this or something like this that, you know, we kind of beat up now and then, right?
Well, so you've put her through at paces.
Yeah, it's getting a wheel change. So I'm going to put on some wheels to match the skeleton in the back, and then it'll be sister trucks.
It'll be fun.
But yeah, so we're going to show you some close-up details of these amazing rigs.
Yep.
And stay tuned because it's going to follow with some trail videos.